Good afternoon. This is Dr. David A. Padgett. These are the instructions for Geographic Information Systems Assignment 2, Hometown Mapping Geography. Screen here. We're going to get right into this. Okay, so this first part, of course, we've already done. You should have your ArcGIS Online account up already. So now what we're going to do is we're going to populate this spreadsheet. So each in a spreadsheet, each column is called a field, and each row is called a record. So we've done field A, we've done field B, hometown city. Next, field C. Now I know what you're thinking. Can I just Google the population of my hometown? No, of course not. Who can put information on the internet? Anybody. So you Google your hometown's population, you might get five different answers on Google. Google is not a verifiable reference source for research. You can do that if you're looking up a restaurant, but not for academic research, which is what we do in college. So in order to do academic research, we have to get our information from verifiable sources. In this case, the U.S. Census. So for hometown city population, we're going to go to census.gov. G-O-V, boom. And just watch carefully, pretty easy. Okay, we go here. We're at the U.S. Census, it's the official U.S. Census website. So after you get here, go to Explore Data, the Explore Data tab. Then you want to hover over Explore Data Main. Click that one time, boom. Scroll down, and I'll do this more than once. Go to Quick Facts, boom. And then in this search bar, type your city. Not Baltimore. Now be careful because there are some cities that are in more than one place. Like there's more than one Cleveland. So I'm going to go to Baltimore City, Maryland, boom. And notice in this column is the population for Baltimore City. You will enter that information into where it says city population. It's just that simple. I will do it again. Don't get it confused with the United States. That 331 million number, that is the population of the entire United States. You just want the population for your city. Again, make sure it is just your correct city. Okay, I'm going to do this again. I'm going to go to this www.census.gov, hover over Explore Data, slide over to Explore Data Main, click on it, boom. Scroll down to Quick Facts, click on Quick Facts, boom. Type in your city and state information. Should come in the drop down, click on it, boom, and bam. Type that number into your spreadsheet. Let's see how we're doing. Group 1, 5, okay, in there, okay. Now, okay, group 3 is making some moves. Okay. We're all. Now, I'm going to pause the recording while you guys. Okay, so next we're going to get to the fields D and E. Now, there's two ways that you can go about doing this. Notice it says landmark latitude, landmark longitude. If you can remember the latitude and longitude of your, don't remember it, go back in your notes. That's the exact same latitude and longitude you can type into the cells for latitude and longitude if you don't remember it, or if you don't feel like going back and looking, or if you are wondering what's going on right now, just go here, go to Google Maps. Remember this, type in your landmark. Mine was Druid Hill Park in Baltimore, Maryland. Boom. Zoom in. Don't hover over the labels. It'll blow up like that. Just get close. Right click. Boom. And there's your latitude and longitude. And again, you can either do it this way, or if you find your latitude and longitude from GIS assignment 1, you can type that in there. Be very careful if you copy and paste. You don't want to copy and paste a lot of code into the spreadsheet, like hyperlinks and things like that. Okay, good. I see got action 3 here. Good. You guys are working a lot faster than that last section. So, oh, and do not round these numbers off. Not round the numbers off at all. Whatever you, now, whoever led, so what you're gonna have to do is take your longitude, flip it out of there and paste it into the longitude cell. So that's what, because right now you have latitude and longitude in the same cell. So you just have to go in, select the longitude out, cut it, and then paste it into the longitude cell. It can't both be in the same cell. Good, got it. Good, so we're making progress. Group 5. I'm sure they'll get caught up. Yeah, it's very, latitude and longitude is probably, not probably, is definitely the most important aspect of what we're doing, because latitude and longitude is what the GIS, the mapping program, is going to point to in terms of putting the point symbol on the map for your city. Now, if you have 2 people in a group from the same city, please use 2 different landmarks, you know? Don't use the same landmark. That'll just, it's bad enough you're already in the same city. But if one of you has the same, if both of you have the same landmark and you're both in Nashville, you're both in Memphis, just figure it out, pick a different landmark. I don't care what it is, but it can't be the same one. All right, so again, this is not a race. Pause the recording. Okay, so now we're going to move into the next part of the instructions. Now, field F, this is the only time that I will let you Google anything in here, because your hometown city average elevation is not an exact number. It's not exact. So that's really simple. I'm sure you know you need no help. You can Google. So you just go to Google, search, type in Baltimore, Maryland, average elevation, just like that, and bam. Oh, by the way, since this is a quantitative value, do not enter that tick mark. The tick mark represents feet. We're just going to assume that we're working in imperial units, feet, inches, Fahrenheit. So do not put any characters in a number cell. So don't put like 33 feet, FT, just the number 33. So in a number cell, you only want the value, no characters. Characters will blow up your data. Good, just like that. Group 4. Good. 3. Okay, 2.
Here, don't have like
And
just 100.
all right, so we are getting there. The next, we're not gonna go to the next, we stop recording for just a minute, and then we'll move on. Okay, so the next step in the instructions is to identify the physical region in which your city is. This map, I'm telling you right up front, is not the best in the world. I'll have to help you with it since this is probably pretty much new to all of you all. So first thing to do is to open up the So if I were you, I would open up this link, however you want to open it up. And the map will pop up. All right, so, okay, so this map is not the best map in the world because it doesn't have really good color area symbols, but I will help you out. This is the one time I'm gonna help you out because this map is just not good. So let's see. If you are in Chicago, if your hometown is Chicago or I guess.
St. Louis?
Yeah, St. Louis, like you're right there on, I would say St. Louis. Just pick one. It's either gonna be Interior Highlands or Great Plains. I would say St. Louis would be more Great Plains than Interior Highlands. Interior Highlands, that's more like the Ozarks. Like I said, this map is just not good.
Go for it.
Nashville, I guess Nashville, they're putting Nashville in Appalachia. Memphis is going to be coastal plains. This map, I gotta get better.
Just click on that.
Where's Chicago
Chicago is, they've got it in Great Plains, so.
So that's
Pick one, Great Plains or Interior Lowlands. I would say Interior Lowlands, but you can use Great Plains, well, either one.
Yeah.
Let's see, now Miami.
Yeah, it's like right there on tropical.
Let's see, this map, there's no legend. No legend. Yes, Miami, I guess it's tropical forest. I don't know what that little red thing is. I guess Miami would be tropical forest. You know, no. This is a combined map. There's only one person from Miami. If you're from Miami and you know who you are, put coastal plain. That is not tropical forest, okay? Tropical forest is vegetation. So anything that says forest, mixed forest, don't use that. It's either gonna be, let's see, for most of you all, it's gonna be, where's Chattanooga? Chattanooga is clearly Appalachian ranges, that's easy.
Did you say Memphis?
Yeah, Memphis is going to be coastal plain, even though that's not accurate, but that's the best we can do. Let's see, Chattanooga's Appalachia. Nashville, you can say Appalachia. Chicago, you can see Chicago. Kankakee, Illinois, that's probably definitely Great Plains grassland. Montgomery, Alabama. I would say that Montgomery, Alabama and Atlanta are in the Piedmont. So the Piedmont region is a transitional region between the coastal plain and the mountains. So it's a hilly region. So especially if you live in Atlanta, you know, Atlanta's very hilly. Let's see, we got Memphis, Knoxville, clearly Appalachia. Orlando is gonna be coastal plain, just like Miami. Akron, Ohio is going to be interior lowlands for sure.
Coastal plain.
Let's see, what else? I think that's Knoxville, Atlanta, Miami. Gary, Indiana, pick one. It's either interior lowland. I would say Gary and Chicago. It's either interior lowlands or Great Plains. You pick one. That's, I guess that's it. Yeah, this map is not the best map. When we start to go through this unit in class, but at least you get an idea of where your cities are. You kind of get an idea of where the various physical regions are in the United States. And we're kind of limited at this point because there's nobody in here from California or Nevada. Well, we do have a person from Las Vegas here today. All right, so let's see how we're doing. Okay, just figuring it out. Okay, we've got Nashville, Appalachian region. It's not really, but let me go back and look at that map. It's up to you, Nashville folks, but really Nashville is more interior lowlands because Nashville is definitely not in the mountains, in case you hadn't noticed. So I would say that Nashville is interior lowlands for sure. This map is just bad because there aren't, some of the color area symbols on the map aren't even labeled. Like in Southern Indiana, I have no idea what that gray area, color area symbol is. It's just on the map. There's no legend. It is what it is. But, okay, so we're looking good so far. Let's see, it's 2 o'clock. Okay, we're gonna have to switch gears. So just keep working. I'm gonna give this 1 more minute. So what we've done thus far is we're working through populating the spreadsheet. And so in your groups, I think you pretty much have the hang of it. You go in here, you look at this Kirkland climate region map, navigate through it, find your hometown, match it with the Kirkland climate region. Then you'll delve into the textbook. The textbook is right there on the front page of your landing page. Navigate to the North American vegetation map. You can find it. Oh no, the North American vegetation map is under the is that the unit B? I have to add that. Subregions, that's in the textbook. Major hometown cities. You know what? Just do the best that you can. This, so all right. Well, I already have ArcGIS Online open. So here's what I'm going to do. Let's see. So let me just give you a couple of quick pointers. I'm recording this. Let me give you a couple of quick pointers very quickly. So it says here, the textbook, I'll go back to that. Let me see. This one you need to, well, field I, I'm going to have to add that to your content. So just wait for that. There's a map at Unit B that has North American vegetation map in it. So you can pick your vegetation region, or I'll just paste the link right into the assignment, whatever. Don't worry about that. Okay, for these surface water bodies with the 100 miles of your landmark. So let me just give you a few pointers, and this is being recorded. So you have to go to ArcGIS Online, go to Map, okay, so Baltimore, Maryland, boom. And of course, my landmark was Druid Hill Park. park, boom. Okay, now you get to your landmark, zoom out a little bit, find your major body of water, not some little creek or river. Like if you're in Chicago or Memphis, it should be pretty obvious. But you're looking for the distance from your landmark. So some people will, if you have different landmarks, even if they're in the same city, even if you're in the same city or different landmarks, you'll have different distances. So in my case, I'm going to use the Chesapeake Bay as my major body of water. Click this measure tool. Here's a little ruler. Click on that ruler. Notice this changes to miles. Now you have it set up. Click on your landmark once, boom, then drag. And so my landmark is about 16 miles from the Chesapeake Bay. So I'll do that again. Open up our GIS.
Which you chose the base map?
Now you can use any base map that you want here, but the main thing is you have to use the measure tool. You go to the measure tool, first locate your landmark, go to the measure tool, click on the ruler, change the units to miles, go to your landmark, click one time, boom. See that little circle? Then take your finger off the button and just drag. It'll take you a couple times. And again, if it's like this is not exact, whatever. Okay, it's about 16 miles. You would enter that into your data table. You don't have to do this like right now. Then of course, next is you use the same process for closest mountain or mountain range to the hometown city. Now, when you get to closest mountain or mountain range to your hometown city, you might have to change the base map to something that's appropriate, like say terrain with labels. And then zoom out, and you have to be really careful here because there are some mountains that are near your hometown that you might never know over there. So you've got Blue Ridge Mountains, and so, all right, looks like Blue Ridge, you see South Mountain, Blue Ridge. Now for this one, you can just kind of approximate, and again, your units are miles. So I'm gonna approximate about where Druid Hill Park is. It's gonna be almost impossible. You click here, then you can drag, let's see, is it South Mountain? South Mountain's about 60 miles away from a landmark. Blue Ridge Mountain, well, in this case, it's pretty close. I would say Blue Ridge Mountains are 58.1 miles away. Okay, so I just wanted to show you how to use the measure tool to complete field N, field M. Okay, I'm going to show you in the last 3 minutes, we're just going to do a test for how to create your map. So let's say after you fill out all of the fields, got your lat long in there. Wait, no, we don't. Whoa. Group 5, check your longitude values. You got them switched around. So check that. All right, let's see. Group 4 looks good. So once you've completed everything, you'll go to File, Download, Microsoft Excel. Save as Microsoft Excel first. And then you will file, save it into, so I'm going to call this group 4. For demo, save it. Okay, so once you get this Excel spreadsheet saved, then you go to File, Save As, Browse. You want to save this as a CSV comma delimited file. A CSV comma delimited file. Choose that, hit save. Okay, now you go to ArcGIS Online. Boom, hit that add button, boom. Add layer from file to now. Choose file, boom. Navigate to the,
I'm lost.
yeah, don't worry about being lost. Navigate here, group 4 demo, this is being recorded.
Okay.
Boom, import layer, bam. Okay, and notice that when let me just go to legend here, details, legend.
It's recorded.
Details, legend, let me go back to content. Names here. 1 minute. Done. Legend, and so if you notice, here's your draft map. Notice here, if I click the pop-up box, there's Sierra Commons, Chattanooga, Tennessee's data. Here is there's Mariah Jackson's data. Here is so notice when you complete the spreadsheet, your data will show up here, and then you'll be able to do a demo. I'll show you some different symbols. Class is dismissed again.
I have a question for Thursday. Do you still want us to come here since you're not gonna be here?
Yeah, you can if you want. You're on your own, you know.
So we don't have,
I would strongly recommend it.
okay.
Trust me.
Maybe y'all just wanna like.
You can be somewhere else. I don't know. But just me, that's the thing. We want to see it.
I miss it. Everybody comes on iPhone. Oh, okay. That's all.